Hey everyone, I'm Chase at Rocky Mountain ATV and I've got the Ultracell 3.0 and the Carbon Cell 1 knee braces from Asterisk, and today I'm going to help you decide which one is best for you. All right everyone, thanks for checking in. So today, as you can see, I have the Asterisk Ultracell 3.0 and the Carbon Cell 1 knee braces on the table today. These are both premium offerings from Asterisk. They're pretty similar in price point, about a $60 price difference, but as you can see, they look very, very different. There's a lot of differences between these. So a lot of people kind of scratch their head wondering, well, which one's gonna be best for me? So our goal today in this video is to go through, we'll talk about the main differences and help you decide which one is going to be the best option for you. Now, before we dive too far into these, I want to give a little background on Asterisk because I think it's pretty cool how Asterisk has, got their start and where they are today. So if you rewind all the way back to the 1980s, yes, the decade I was born, you have Jim Castillo. So Castillo family is well known in California in the moto industry. If you've ever heard of Castillo Ranch in California, that's Jim's place. So Jim started a knee brace company because he wanted to. He added some members to his team a little bit later on, and that's where you get CTI knee braces. That's where it all started. And a lot of people know about CTI braces. But then fast forward to the year 2000, Jim and his team wanted to have a knee brace that wasn't just medical. They wanted to have an off-the-shelf, high-quality knee brace to the general public that they could use for riding and other sports, and that's how Asterisk got its start. So it's safe to say they've been doing this a very long time, and that's why so many people know that they make super high-quality knee braces and 100% made in America, which I think is awesome. Now, keep in mind, with any knee brace, it is very important before you buy one of these, you want to make sure you have the right size. So on the product pages, no matter which one you are buying, look at how they ask you to take the measurement of your leg or your knee. That way you know what size to get. Both of these come in 4 different sizes. But in any case, if you get it, if you're not happy with how it fits, you can send it back with free shipping both ways on your first exchange for either the same knee brace or a completely different one, just to make sure you get the size and the fit that you are looking for. Now, looking at them, let's just right away talk about why Asterisk has these 2 premium knee braces. So the Ultracell 3.0 knee brace, you could say, has been around longer, but there's a lot of riders who wanted something very minimalistic, very low profile and lightweight. That's why they developed the Carbon Cell 1. I've actually been riding in this knee brace for a little while now. I've loved it. I've been super happy with it, but I also know riders that have the Ultracell 3.0 and they love this knee brace, and really it just boils down to which one is going to be best for you. So as far as construction goes, here's the difference. With the Carbon Cell 1, you're all carbon fiber. It's mil-spec carbon fiber. It's super high quality. It's a very rigid knee brace, also very lightweight. So that is one difference between these two, is the Carbon Cell 1, a size medium, I weighed them myself, just over a pound at 1 pound 3 ounces. With the 3.0, you're 1 pound 10 ounces. So it's about a 7-ounce difference there. Yes, when I hold these two, I can feel the weight difference. And you notice just looking at them too, that the Carbon Cell 1 is going to be a little bit shorter, which I appreciate as a shorter rider. It doesn't feel like the knee brace is as big when I'm wearing it. And then with the 3.0, you can just see it is going to be a little bit more, or just not as low profile. I'm not gonna say it's a bulky knee brace because it really isn't. If you go back a little ways, a lot of people are familiar with the Ultracell knee braces from Asterisk, that had the BOA system on there. That was a rock solid knee brace. A lot of people loved it, but the biggest complaint was that it was too bulky, it was too big, and the BOA system was just too big altogether. So they slimmed it down, and you now have the Ultracell 3.0, which is much more low profile, and you're not using that BOA strap system. So it's not high, it's not a bulky knee brace, but the Carbon Cell really is just that low profile and that minimalistic. So as far as the construction goes on the 3.0, it's a carbon fiber epoxy frame, so that's where you're getting a little bit of extra weight. But if we talk about the cuff system, you notice on the Carbon Cell 1 that the cuff, again, the whole chassis is carbon fiber, and this stuff is rigid. You do not hardly get any flex out of that. When you look at the 3.0, one thing that really stands out is how big the upper and the lower cuff are. And you notice too that this thing has a lot of flex to it. And here's what I like about the design in the 3.0, is that when you put this knee brace on for the first time, what you're gonna do is you're gonna take this cuff and just kind of bend it and wrap it around your leg. And once you've done that, you take this little Allen key that comes included, you tighten down this bolt right here, and that will actually hold that cuff in place. So every time you put the knee brace on, it feels like you have a custom fitted knee brace, which I think is really cool. Now, I'm not saying that you can't get a really good fit with the Carbon Cell, but you're gonna get a little bit more of that customized feel and fit when you have the 3.0. So that is one benefit about this that I really do like. And again, that's gonna be with the upper and the lower cuff. Now, if we talk about the Kneecap Protection, So with the 3.0, it's a pretty sleek design. It's a 3-piece system. This is patented by Asterisk, and it's overlapping. It's very smooth. There is no binding there, and you can see at any point of the range of motion, you're going to have full coverage. With the Carbon Cell 1, again, 3-piece design, but very different. Now looking at it, if I had one nitpick about this knee brace, I would just say it's going to be in the knee cup design, just because this upper piece here just kind of floats around, feels just a little bit flimsy. I haven't had any issues as far as durability goes. I've got over 50 hours in my braces, but I do like the design a little bit more on the 3.0. But in any case, you can see no matter where the knee brace is at, you've got full coverage and it still offers great impact protection. Now the hinge design, when you look at the Carbon Cell 1 and the 3.0, you can see that the hinge designs are different. However, they both accomplish the same purpose. Anytime you're designing a hinge on a knee brace, the goal is to mimic the natural rolling and gliding motion of the knee. If you know anything about the anatomy of the knee, then you know that it doesn't just pivot in one single point, it does roll and glide, and it kind of moves back and forward. So when I take this 3.0, because this won't give you the best visual, when I bend this, you can see how that hinge is actually working. You see how it doesn't just stay static, instead it's moving back and forth. Again, that's to mimic the natural motion of the rider's knee. So that's what you're getting with the 3.0. Now with the Carbon Cell, even though it does look a little bit different, it's still giving that same movement when this knee brace is bending. So it's pretty cool, but you notice too, obviously with the Carbon Cell 1, it is going to be more low profile. Again, minimalistic was the idea behind this. Now also, I do want to point out, with the 3.0, you notice too, with that hinge design, one thing that's pretty substantial here is you notice how this brace has a little bit of side-to-side play at that hinge. That is actually done by design. So the reason that they do that is, again, going back to the anatomy of the rider's leg, if you look at it, the tib fib, the lower and the upper part of the leg, the femur area, they don't align perfectly. It's not just straight up and down. So by having that little bit of side-to-side play, they're saying that it just allows this knee brace to align the leg a little bit better when you put it on. Again, it's kind of going back to that customized fit that I was talking about earlier with the cuffs. Same concept that you're getting when you have a little bit of side-to-side play in that hinge design, but both of these are super rigid as far as your lateral support, both excellent. Hyperextension, hyperflexion are both great. They both do have adjustable extension stops from 0 to 30 degrees. If you want to learn how to do that, we have the product spotlights where we talk about those. We show you how to do it, so give those to watch to learn, but you can adjust the extension stop. So if you want these knee braces to lock out before they get to 0, you can do that, and you can kind of fiddle with that as the rider and find out what's going to work best for you. So that's the chassis, that's your knee cup, that's your hinge design. Now let's talk about the straps. So with the straps here, with the Carbon Cell 1, you've got a 4-strap design. You know, pretty simple, pretty basic. This for me has worked great. My knee brace, when I put it on, it stays in place, it doesn't migrate. And then with the Ultracell 3.0, you notice you've got still a 4-strap design. However, you notice that you have these cuffs on there. And the reason for those cuffs is a couple purposes. One, it's a comfort thing. So that way it's going to prevent any chafing from the straps going across the back of your leg. And they also said it helps just keep the knee brace in place so those straps aren't sliding on you once you put it on. So for me, like I said, the 4-strap design's been great. Really haven't had any issues. Yes, it has chafed me a couple times, but that's because I either had the strap too tight or I just had to move it a little bit. But in any case, you got a little bit different system on the 3.0. And I do want to point out that with the Ultracell 3.0, again, like I talked about, price on this is just under $700, but there is the Asterisk Cell Brace. And the Asterisk Cell Brace, which we offer, is the exact same knee brace that you're seeing here with the 3.0. However, it has basically the same strap design as the Carbon Cell. And that knee brace is going to be about $30 cheaper than the 3.0. So there is another option if you are trying to go as budget friendly as possible. You could check out just the Cell Brace. Now the last thing that I want to cover, the big difference between these two, you'll notice right here in the front, the bottom cuff, you have this tether. This will come installed on the knee brace right out of the box. This is the anti-rotation tether, and the way it works is pretty sweet. You have this second piece here that will install on your boot. And you can see you have a little rivet here, so yes, this does require you to drill a hole or put a hole in your boot to install this. But once you have that installed, you put the knee brace on, you put your boot on, and then you connect the tether. And once you've done that, what this is essentially doing is linking the boot, the rider's leg, and the knee brace all together and trying to make it as one. Because there's a lot of knee injuries that happen from rotations, And so the more that you can have this knee brace rotate with the rider's leg and the rider's boot as possible, the more it can do its job of trying to absorb and disperse some of that energy that would typically go to the leg and to the rider's knee. So that's the rotation tether. I see a lot of guys that buy the Asterisk knee braces but don't actually install this tether. I don't know if because they just think it's going to be time consuming or a hassle. It's really not that bad. So do yourself a favor, if you have these, install the tether. It's a great safety feature. If you got it, use it. Now with the carbon cell, you notice it does not have that tether on there, but I do want to point out that you can install it on this knee brace. You just have to pick it up separately, and it does take a little bit more work because you would have to drill the knee brace out to install it. But if you do like the idea of that anti-rotational tether, you can put that on the carbon cell one if you do want to. So in a nutshell, you're looking at them, you're thinking, okay, which one should I get? Let me break it down for you. If you want lightweight, super low profile, minimalistic, then that's who the carbon cell one was built for. A lot of riders love the 3.0. They just want something a little bit more minimalistic and lightweight. There you go. But now with the 3.0, again, you're saving about $60 here. You've got the adjustable cuffs, which I really like. I like the knee cup design on here. Really, the only thing that you're giving up when you go to the 3.0 is it's not going to be as minimalistic as low profile because yes, it is going to be a little bit thicker. But for riders that aren't concerned about that, this is a rock solid brace at a really good price point. Both are awesome. I'm not going to say one is better than the other, but those are the major differences between the two. And if you want to learn all the specs about these, watch the detailed product spotlights where I talk about in full detail. I've even done a ride review on the carbon cell one, so you can give that a watch. But if you do have more questions or comments, if you want more feedback, we're more than happy to give that to you, so make sure to leave that below. If you own an Asterisk knee brace, doesn't matter if it's one of these, one of the older models, we would love to hear what your experience has been. And if you own a knee brace that isn't even Asterisk at all, maybe it's another brand, we would love to hear what you have, what you've liked about it, what you don't like about it. It's just going to help other riders out who are looking to pick up a set. And lastly, we do have a knee brace buyer's guide. So if you want to see all the premium knee braces that we offer at Rocky Mountain, you want to see the differences between them, if you're not quite sure, haven't made up your mind yet, give that a watch. And it's going to really help you out. Orders over $75, ship free. If you guys like this video, we got a lot more just like it. So get subscribed to their YouTube channel and stay up to date. I am Chase, and we'll see you on the trails.